Today, we will go on with the second part of Chinese painting. Let's first enjoy a mini video and get to know about the top 10 Chinese painting in our history. The content of our lecture includes 3 parts: painting techniques, classification, and great works. First, let's talk about the painting techniques. It has 2 sorts of techniques. First part is 写意 style. Okay, the second is 工笔 style. What is 写意 style? 写意 style is also called freehand and marked by exaggerated forms and freehand brushwork. And 工笔 style is also called meticulous, and it is characterized by the close attention to details and the fine brushwork. We can feel the big contrast between freehand and fine. Let's enjoy some freehand brushworks. And then, 写意 style is a style of traditional Chinese painting, and it is the use of concise brushwork to depict scenes. The brushwork is not exact in its fineness, but focuses on these effortlessness, the natural demonstration of all scenes and expression of authors' inner feelings. So, the 写意 style used the effortlessness to express the author's inner feelings. Freehand brushwork is mostly painted on Chinese rice paper. Chinese rice paper is also called xuan paper, with vertical strokes and flying ink colors, like here or here, with colors. And compared with fine brushwork, freehand brushwork can better reflect the verb of the scenery depicted and directly express the feelings of the author. So, 写意 used freehand brushwork to express the feelings of the author better. This is the crabs by Qi Baishi. And these very simple in composition, but full of imagination. And these 3 pictures are of the same crane, but with different posture and verb and imagination. That is 写意 style. Okay? That's different. It must be fine brushwork. Yes. Very delicate. This is 工笔 style. 工笔 style is meticulous. It is characterized by the close attention to the details. Now let's get close attention to these 2 birds and the fine brushwork. This is the focus of 工笔 style. And it is a sort of traditional Chinese realistic painting, and also it is known as fine painting, realistic, fine, and opposed to freehand brushwork. Okay, and it is highly detailed brush strokes that delimit details very precisely. So, we can use some adjectives or adverbs to conclude the features of Gongbi style. For example, fine, realistic, precise, okay? Jie style, we can use one word, that is effortlessness. Okay. Now let's move on. Gongbi style is often highly colored. Okay, another feature that is highly colored, advocating realism, seeking likeness, and it's usually carefully and neatly done. Okay, it usually depicts figural and narrative subjects. For example, the figure, the people, and some narrative subjects, for example, the birds. Okay, and it's often practiced by artists working for the royal court, very high and official places, and in independent workshops. Let's look at the birds. These are the Gongbi style, and look at these two birds. Very delicate, and look at the colors, the flowers. Too beautiful, huh? These are the narrative subjects, and let's look at the next, the figural subject. A great beauty, huh? And traditional Chinese painting can be classified into three big types: figure painting, flower and bird painting, and landscape painting. First, let's talk about figure painting. Figure painting strives to depict the character vividly, such as here, with rhythmic vitality, both with form and spirit. That means the figure painting should be in good form, also in good spirit, okay? And its vivid method often exhibits characters by environmental atmosphere and good figure shape and dynamic rendering, okay? So that means the figure is not usually painted alone, but with some environmental or atmosphere or other some dynamic renderings. For example, here, okay, and here the background environment, okay, and the types of figure painting. Figure painting has several types. The first type is Taoist interpretation of painting. That means the painting is used to interpret Taoism or Buddhism. Okay. Second type is lady painting. Third, portraits. Fourth, younger painting. And the fifth, historical story painting. Here there is a story about listening to the music and enjoy the life. Okay. Great works. Now let's enjoy the great works of figure painting. Do you know this painting? If you don't know, let's look. Look at here. This is the introduction about painting. Okay. That is the nymph of the Law River by Gu Kaizhi in the Eastern Jin Dynasty.
说到洛神赋图哈，可能首先观众朋友想问的是，这幅画究竟画了什么？它表现了什么？
一句话概括，它表现了曹植的《洛神赋》啊。
《洛神赋图》是东晋大画家顾恺之根据曹植的名篇《洛神赋》创作而成的一幅卷本卷轴画。它描绘了三国时期的大才子曹植和洛水女神的爱情故事。《洛神赋图》纵27.1厘米，横572.8厘米，缓缓打开《洛神赋图》，如同欣赏一部爱情电影。 随着画卷的推进，曹植和洛神的故事情节也在发生着变化。画中的人物一步唤醒，在不同的时空中，展现了两人从相遇到相恋，再到相离的故事进程，为观者呈现出了一部精美的画中爱情电影。
Here are some other pictures about another great work, that is the photo of Han Zaixi's banquet. This painting was drawn in Wu Dynasty, and now it's saved in our Palace Museum in Beijing. Very vivid drawing. Okay. With different figures. Okay. The next classification of painting is flower and bird painting. Flower and bird painting means Chinese paintings with animals and plants as the main objects. Here, animals and the plants. And in Chinese painting, any painting that depicts flowers, birds, fruits, fish, grass, and insects is called a flower and a bird painting. The flower and bird is a general idea, not only limited into the flower, certain flowers, certain birds, okay? And then it deviated from the decorative art, to form its independent genre around the 9th century. So its origin is the decorative art. The flower and the bird painting takes sketches from nature as the foundation. And it embodies the spirits of life with the aim of emotional and spiritual expression. So from here, we find something repeated. That is, the sketches are from nature, and the spirit of life and expression, the emotional and spiritual feelings of the author. And it focuses on mastering nature and touching the revelry of the mind. Let's enjoy some great works of the flower and the bird painting. Okay. All the paintings master the natural scene and touch it, the deepest and the softest part of our hearts. And let's look at the third type, that is landscape painting. Landscape painting is a major category and a unique painting species in traditional Chinese painting, and it mainly depicts the natural scenery of mountains and rivers. Here, mountains and rivers, just now flower and the birds, and in the figure painting, it's about the figures, okay? Also, landscape painting has its own developing routine. During the Wei and Jin, southern and northern dynasties, it gradually separated from figure painting. Remember here, and reformed independent painting materials. Okay, by the Tang Dynasty, it was fully matured. So that's the development. Okay, and then landscape painting is the exhibition of the essence of nature. Because it's about mountains and rivers, the beauty of heaven and earth. Now again, so yin and yang, dark and gloomy, sun and rain, cold and heat, night and day, have their endless fun. All things in the nature have their great beauty and the charm in the painter's eyes. Okay? And there are two separate styles in landscape painting. First is ink wash landscapes. Second is blue and green landscapes. Ink wash landscapes relied on vivid brushwork. It usually depends on the different scales of ink concentration. Okay? And blue and green landscapes usually used bright blue, green, and red pigments with colors. Okay, for example, here light colors. Now let's enjoy some great works of the landscape painting. This is in Sui Dynasty and this is in Tang Dynasty. Now let's enjoy some great works by Zhang Daqian. The mountains from different perspectives with different colors. Colorful. That these two are typical blue and green landscape style. Okay. Zhang Daqian. Zhang Daqian was really a great master in drawing or painting the mountains. So that's all for our second section about Chinese painting. Thank you very much. See you next time.